and welcome to Phonics lesson 4 of this week. Don't forget our Friday's lesson is a consolidation time for you to look at all the areas that maybe you found a little bit more trickier during the week, so you can have a go back and look at those, maybe some common exception words, or write your own sentences, anything that you want to practice or to do the other lessons that I've set you as well. Okay, maybe it's a chance to do a bit of literacy or some science or something. Right, so this lesson we are going to do a bit of buried treasure with our coins. We're going to have our flashcards, alphabet song. We're going to use folding flicky fingers for a quick practice there, a bit of reading and a stretched sentence to write as well. I feel a bit wonky this week on the camera, so hopefully it's not affecting your picture of me, hopefully not. Right, so we are going to start with our flashcards, and we have got ook, sh, j, v, w, x, z, z, qu, ch, or the, ng, a, e, I, O, R, or, ow, oi, ear, but mainly or oo, yeah. So it's just phase 3 ones there today. Right, we are going to practice revisiting doing some writing shortly, but we're going to sing the alphabet song first, and I'm going to bring my mat over to you. I think my washing machine's about to go off on a spin, so let's try and sing over the top of that. Are we ready? After 3, 1, 2, 3. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now I know my ABC. Next time, won't you sing with me? I think I was a bit pitchy at the beginning there. Sorry about that, guys. Right, the one beginning with with a picture of a house. We have the capital letter and the lower case letter. What's its name and the sound it makes? Its name is the letter H, and the sound it makes is H. Then we have, let's go with the picture of the whale. What is its name of this letter and the sound it makes? Its name is W, and its sound is W. Let's have a look at the one with the violin beside it. So this letter here, what's its name and what sound does it make? It's the letter V is its name, the sound is V. And let's do the one with the plane by it. Okay, what's its name, what's its sound? Its name is P, and its sound is P. Excellent singing of the alphabet today. Okay, so we are going to revisit doing some writing of our digraphs and trigraphs. Could we have a go at, I'm going to remember which ones I put on my list. Could we have a go at doing the E sound? So our donkey is E. How do I write that digraph on my board? It's a nice one of my favourites, nice and easy to write the E sound. How are you going to write that digraph E? And it should be an E followed by an E. Or if we're using the letter names, letter E followed by a letter E. So that's your E sound. Now let's go over single sound. Can you write the single sound Y on your board? Y for yogurt, Y on your board. So you should be going up, down with a smiley mouth, down, dipping your tail in the water and looping through if you're doing a cursive one in my class. There it is, there's our Y. And then can we have a go at doing another single sound? Let's do one from phase 2. Let's do a G, G. How do we do a G on our boards? So you should be starting like a curly cur, going back round like a curly cur. There it is, curly cur. But we're going to go up the side, down like we did with the Y. Dip our tail in the water and loop through like we did with the Y. And we have done a G. There it is. Its name is the letter G and makes the G sound. Now can we do one more? Let's do the phase 2 sound R. Its name is the letter R, but we're going to do the R sound. And you should be whooshing up cursively, back down, up again, over, and a little hook on the end. I'm going to do that once more with you because I know some of us aren't a big fan of doing the R. So we whoosh up, then we come down, then we go up. So whoosh up, down, up, and then a flick on the end. Whoosh up, down, up. Then over with the arch and a little hook on the end, and that is your single R sound, or the letter R. Okay, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to say a word to you, and I want you to quickly count the sounds you can hear on your phoning fingers and hold it up to the camera. So it's a really quick, punchy type of exercise, this one. So your word that I want you to hold the phoning flicky fingers up for is, and you'll have to robot talk it to hear them, is lock. Lock. How many phoning flicky fingers? Lock. We've got ooh, oh, k. You should be holding up 3 phoning flicky fingers. Pat yourself on the back if you heard 3 sounds in lock. Let's go with a nice one. Let's go with bag. Bag. How many phoning flicky fingers in bag? Quickly do it yourself. Hold them up to the screen. Bag. B-A-G. Bag. 3 again. 3 phoning flicky fingers. Now let's think about seen. Seen. I have seen a duck in my garden. I know somebody has. Seen. How many sounds? Use your phoning flicky fingers. Seen. Hold them up to the camera. Seen. Oh, 3 again in seen. There's a digraph in there in seen. Let's go with another one. Let's go with shelter. Shelter. Count out the sounds if you robot talk it. Shelter. And wave your fingers at the screen. How many sounds in shelter? We've got sh, all, shell, shelter. 5 phoning flicky fingers for shelter. Let's try model. Model. It's more like model rather than model. 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 How many sounds can you hear in model? Model. We got 5 sounds in model. And then let's try folder. Folder. I put all my letters in a folder. Count out those phoning flicky fingers. Robot talk folder. Wave your fingers at the screen to see how many sounds there are. Folder. 5 phoning flicky sounds in folder. Excellent work today if you heard all those sounds and put your fingers up for me to see them. Now we're going to have a go at doing our buried treasure this week. I have, these words are slightly longer on here this week. They are 2-syllable words. So I've had to write them in biro, in a pen, not a felt tip pen, so I can fit them all into the coin. So they may be a little bit harder to read, but I'll bring them up to the camera. Teddy, are you able to hold on to that? It's a big ask, I know. It's our treasure and our rubbish words. Are you up to it, Teddy? I don't know that he is. Let's try popping that there as well. There we go. Excellent. Right. So we have our real and our rubbish words, and I'm going to show you the words on the coin, and you've got to decide if the real words go in the treasure box or if it's rubbish and goes into the dustbin. So let's just wait for my washing machine to finish bleeping. Here is our first coin. Can you have a read of the word on that? Remember, it's in biro, so it's a little harder to read. And that is a P there. So we've got M-E-L, mel is our first syllable. And then M-L, mel, melper, melper. Real or rubbish? Melper. Not helper, melper with a M sound. It is rubbish. Pop it in the bin. We've not heard of melper before. Right, here is another one. 2 syllables again, hoping you can see that nice and clearly on the camera. So I've got a digraph at the beginning. Poke your tongues out for so that's syllable 1. Am, tham. And then syllable 2, ooh, a little bit rude. Ooh, thamp, ooh, thampoo, thampoo. So not shampoo, there's no sh sound at the beginning. Thampoo. Real or rubbish? It is rubbish. There's no such thing as thampoo. So another one in the bin. Okay, let's go with this one here this time. 2 syllables again. I'm hoping you can see that one in my light in my room. So syllable 1 up to here. So have a go at reading it yourself if you want to, and then we're going to do it together. Elt. So these 2 are close together. Elt. Melt. 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 Syllable 2. Ing, ing, melting, melting. Real or rubbish? Melting. It is real. Your ice cream might be melting if the weather was hot again, like yesterday. Let's go with this one here. Show you this one to the camera. 2 syllables again. Mrs Patnell, you are putting us through it today. We have got this one here. Let's cut rid of the second syllable first and look at the first. We have got the digraph ch at the beginning. I, l, ch, il, ch, il, chill. And then the second syllable, d and r are really close together, making a dr sound. Dren, dren. Children. Children. Real or rubbish? Children. It is a real word. You guys are all children, aren't you? Right, let's try this one. 2 syllables again. Okay, let's cover up the second syllable. Look at the first part. Actually, have a good look at it first if you want to read it yourself. You can pause the video, which is a very good idea. And one of my friends of mine was doing that this week and did a marvellous job of doing it. Now, if you're going to work on it together, we've got b, n, ch, bunch, bunch. And then the other word, the second syllable rather, not the other word, fox. You can just see disappearing off the coin. Fox, fox. Bunch, bunch, fox. Bunch fox. So not lunchbox, but bunch fox. Real or rubbish? It's rubbish. You might get a bunch of foxes, but this is just bunch fox as one word. So that is a rubbish word in the dustbin. 2 more to go. Let's go with this one here. 2 syllables again. We've got, as our syllable 1, a digraph at the beginning. Poke your tongue out. It'll, thill. D and r together making a dr sound. Dren, dren. Thildren, thildren, with my tongue poking out. So not children, but thildren. Real or rubbish? It is rubbish. Thildren goes in the bin. My last coin here. Here is my last one. 2 syllables again. Let's have it. You can pause the video if you want to read it by yourself, which I'd like you to do. Otherwise, we're going to do it together now. I'm going to cover up the second syllable. Here's the first syllable. We've got l-a-n-ch, lunch, lunch. And our second syllable, b-ox, b-ox, box. So So together we've got lunchbox. Real or rubbish on lunchbox? Lunchbox is a real word. So let's put lunchbox into the treasure pot there. So well done, guys. Give yourself a pat on the back for your hard work with buried treasure today. I've got a couple of sentences here to read before I set you your stretch writing sentence. So let's have a look at these together. Here's my first sentence. Hopefully you can see that well on the camera. Pause the camera. Have a go at reading it by yourself without my help. And now we're going to read it together. Let's look out for some common exception words, and we'll also check for our punctuation at the end when we've had a read. So this is a capital A, remember? But it's still that word, common exception word, at or air. What is that one? Are. Are. Another common exception word. All. Are all. We just had this one in our buried treasure. A 2-syllable word. What is it? Let's cover up syllable 2. We've got ch, it'll, chill, dren. Children. Are all children? This is a nice one, only 3 sounds. G, d, good, good. At, smp, together making a kind of sp, or, sports. Sports. Are all children good at sports? And there, punctuated on the end, if you can see it, I've just managed to squeeze it in, is a question mark, because this sentence is a question. It needs an answer. Are all children good at sports? Well, maybe they're not all good at sports. Sometimes children are better at other things like phonics and their writing and not so good at sports. But we're all pretty much good at least one thing, really, I find. So, lovely punctuation, capital letter on the beginning of my tricky word are. Lovely finger spaces, I think you'll all agree. Let's flip it over. Here is our last sentence to look at. There we are. Hopefully you can see that well in the light. Let's look out for common exception words. Pause it if you want to read it by yourself, and I advise you that you do. And then we're going to go through it together. Common exception word. He's doing nothing, but the rest are helping you. So this is a capital that we put off because it's a capital. Doing nothing. Have. Common exception word. You. Have you seen a and r are really close together, making a tr sound. Trail. Have you seen a trail? Left. By, here's the y making an I sound, by a, close together, making a snail. Have you seen a trail left by a snail? And beautiful question mark. Actually, I'm quite proud of that question mark. Look at that. It's a really nice one there. There's my question mark because this sentence is a question. So it needs to be punctuated correctly. Beautiful finger spaces. I can read all of the words clearly, even though I wrote this earlier on. I can see what it says. And a lovely capital letter at the beginning. So a pat on the back for me, I think, for my excellent punctuated sentence there. Now, your sentence that I want you to have a go at writing at home, your stretch sentence is... I'm going to give you this one because I think I gave you yesterday's, or today's, I've swatched them out. So you're going to have, they all had a sandwich and some crisps for a snack. So they all had a sandwich and some crisps for a snack. That's a massive sentence today, okay, to finish off our week of phonics. They all had a sandwich and some crisps for a snack. Lots of words in there. Add up how many words there are. Let's do it. They all had a sandwich and some crisps for a Snack. I need an extra finger. So 10 add one more is 11. 11 words in our sentence to write. Remember, if you think it's too long for you, that is fine. Pick out some words that you want to have a go at. Maybe the 2-syllable word sandwich. Have a go at that. Maybe have a go at crisps, because it has 2 very close consonant sounds at the beginning and at the end actually. Crisps. If you can just hear the initial sounds in those words, crisps, have a go at writing the initial sound. And sandwich. What can you hear at the beginning of sandwich? Just do the initial sounds if that's what you're ready to do today, but really push yourself. Maybe you can hear another sound in there as well, and your adults can help you fill in the missing ones. Right, that's the end of today's lesson and the end of this week's phonics, in fact, and I will see you next week for some more lovely phonics with Mrs Patnell. Bye bye!